Hello everyone. In today's video we'll discuss test command continuation. Already we discussed some more concepts in previous videos. Test can be used to test a variable, various file attributes like file type and maybe the file type means it is a regular file or directory or symbolic link, and its permissions read and write, execute. So related to that, what kind of the test we can do it? If I am using f with hyphen, then file exists and is a regular file. Next, if I am using r character with file, that indicate file exists and readable. If I am using w, then file exists and is a writable. If I am using x, then file exists and is executable. Then d, file exists and is a directory. Next, yes, then file exists has a size greater than 0. E, file exists. U, file exists and has a SUID. So this way we can use a different way. As I take one example. So as we know that ls command is used to retrieve the file attributes. So we retrieve the file attributes there. Here. Next I am using the condition. See that this square bracket representing the test, and this one is indicate that whether the file is exist. Yes, employee.lst is exist. Then we are storing that return status in this dollar with question mark, and same thing we are displayed by using echo command. Next, we are checking whether it is a executable file. Yes, just you can observe this output. It is only read and write file, so the execute permissions are not allowed for this file. So as we are getting the output is 1. Next, we are having the negation of this one here. So what we are getting is false, that file not writable. Means actually this file is writable, but it is showing that negation of that. So that is the reason we are getting false, that file not writable. Yes. So we can execute to see that there is one more concept as I taken, that is the employee.lst. So we are checking that whether the file is read and write. So in this case both file is both readable and writable here. So I mean this statement is executed. Here actually one else statement is there. After this statement so we are having the else statement. Just we can find it the previous line there. Here it is. Sorry, this statement. So it is the file is both readable and writable. So next we are having the while loop. I think you are already learned while loop in C language. Whenever the condition is true, then the particular block of the statement is executed. Just like that. Here condition is true, then set up command to be executed between do and done. So the syntax just you can find it here. While condition is true, then do means performing the repetition of execution, those commands. The commands enclosed by do and done are executed repeatedly as long as condition is true. So what I told you, just like C language it is. As I taken the one example, just we can observe simple program. There is one variable as I taken, answer is equal to y. Next, in the while condition, we are evaluating that variable answer here. Here its value is y only, so both are y, then true, then do, it will execute. So enter the code and description. Next we are reading through read command, that is the code and description. Then we wanted to display the same thing by using echo statement. Then enter any more, means either we can enter y or n character. Read any more, again we are reading the different values. Case anywhere, we are through executed the case statement here, either it is a y or n, it may be a small letter or capital letter. Answer y, then again the value will be set to y. If I taken the n, then the value is set it as a n. Assume that the value is n we entered here, then this answer is evaluated as a n, and n is equal to y, the condition becomes false. That means this block of the statement is not executed here. That's what I discussed so far. Enter the code and description, and then if I enter 03, then analgesics, then enter any more. If I enter the character is y, once again true. Enter the code and description. If I entered 4 and other some values like antibiotics, enter any more. This time if I am entered could not, then automatically take the value 05 notice drugs, even though it is not entered any value. Next, if I entered n character, then that indicate yes or no. So here n means no, so no is matched here. N is this value here, n equal to y, then condition become false. So for looping statement, so again it's just like while, we have some differences. As we can find the syntax for variable in the list, performing the do and done. In between this, whatever the commands are there, those will be executed. Next, for file in ch1 ch2. So here the command is executed. There is the dollar sign with the here for loop is just like while. We can find it the syntax for variable in list, do commands and done. I will have one example, it is more clear. For file in ch1 ch2, here the file will be taken as a ch1 and ch2 here. Next, copy, ch1 we are copying to ch1 dot back. Then same thing we are displaying by using echo statement. ch1 is copied to ch1 dot back. Similarly, one more, that is a ch2, then it is taken again, ch2 is also copied to ch2 dot back here. What are the sources for the for loop? List from the variable, nothing but series of variables are evaluated by the shell before executing the loop. As I taken the example here, dollar with for where in dollar path and dollar home. Then if I execute this statement, we are getting the output is bin, it is a user bin. Then what we understood we are getting the multiple path names exist in the system separated by the semicolon here. Next I'm getting home user, that is nothing but home directory with respect to this one, and this is with respect to the path. So only thing is that list from the variables are nothing. This variable is accessing these values, that's all. List from command substitution is the backquote, also we can call this one. The cat clist means clist is the one file with respect to that one, you display the contents by using cat. So the same thing we are accessing the for loop here. List from wildcards. Here the cell entered the wildcard as the file names. Nothing but there's the patterns if I'm used that one. Here one example, file in strict.html, then strict.html do seed is strong. So with respect to this one, we'll have our output, then there's a more clear. Next list from positional parameters. Here also just you can go through this example. Employer.sh 2231 Anil Das 4379. So this is the one pattern, this is the another pattern, this is the another pattern. Now if I take the total 3 command line arguments, okay, so this value will be taken as the 3 command line arguments. It will pass one by one. The first argument 2231, so it will taken in the pattern, the graph pattern. What is the pattern here? As I taken Anil Das will be searched in the employer.elst. Otherwise, if this is not satisfied, the second statement to be executed and done. Then what is the output as I am getting here? That is employer.sh is nothing but simple script what I written here. 22131 is this is employee unique code. I assume that. Anil Das is also one more values. Just we can find it. This pattern is exist in the file employer.lst. That is this file I'm talking about. Again Anil Das is there. Then this is what we are getting. 439. This 439 is does not exist in employer.lst. So that is the reason we are getting the output is pattern 4379 is not found. Next, changing the file name extensions. They are useful in changing the extension of group of files. Base name extracts the base file name from the root path name. Just base name has written the complete path name, but we are interested only test.pl that will be extracted. The second one, base name test2.doc and doc only. In this case, test2 will be taken as the executable files. Renaming the file name extension from .txt to .doc. Again, as we are using the for loop here, we are accessing the all files with strict and .txt and performing the do operation here. Left file name and base file name. Then we are evaluating this condition. Again, we are having the UMI. So from this example, what we need to understand is that if any base name changing the file extension, so we can do it by using the base name command here. So in some more concept we will be discussing in the next video.